Come on, Neph. There's a girl. What annoys me is the fact that they decided to divvy up the general classes in this game when there really is no reason for that. I mean, I understand the armor thing completely, divvying up the armors. I mean, FE4 or 5 did that, and there was nothing wrong with that at all. Ouch. But when you're doing that for the generals, you're not really adding variety at all. You're just making more copies of the same class. And it just doesn't change really much of anything. As soon as Vended Hedge, beware. Ow, I'm poisoned. Die! You freaking jerk, you just perish something I don't even know, what the hell? Anyway, lance generals are capable of using lances and axes. Sword generals are capable of using axes and sword, or axe generals, axes and swords. And sword generals are capable of using swords and spears. Time for you to die, okay? Please to die. Thank you. Law fail. Seriously, I really don't see the point of trying to combine all of these classes together. Or, I mean, separate all these classes with different weapon ranks. When really, you just could combine all the classes. Why not just combine the general classes to one simple entity and have them use all 3 weapons? Don't worry about that. The 3rd tier of the general is able to use all 3 weapons. We still got that right. And by that matter, why not just be like FE4 and just throw in some bows while we're at it? That'd be pretty sweet, wouldn't it? There was a stranger here earlier. He lit this axe. Probably meant to use on the queen. You know, came to this village with peace and quiet. Is there something you can do? Heck with it, just take this thing. I'm fed up with war. I guess it's a steel axe. That's my rant on generals. At least they still have some decent stats. They still have awesome defense. Lance generals are probably the most balanced of the 3, and my personal favorite of the 3 general types. Because they have the best weapon variety in the game. Seriously, if you can use lances and axes, you're pretty much set for the game. I love this enemy sortie theme. It's pretty kick-ass enemy sortie. Like you know the shit's going to go down. This is the sortie for the Crimean rebels. You're going to be hearing it throughout the rest of part 2.
Sounds like the whole village is in an uproar. More men fussing over nothing, I'm sure. Bigger fools are never made. Lucky me! Time to find one ripe for the picking, get his goods, and be on my way. Be soon, Mom!
Here comes a new challenger, but first I have to talk about Nephenee. Let's get that steel axe pumping. Time to heal. Alright, Nephenee. She's a level 1 halberdier. And her stats are what you'd expect out of a girl like her. She's got a steel great lance, although I don't know why. She'd fare much better with an iron great lance for sure, and a vulnerary. She still has wrath and crit +5 because of halberdierness. She functions pretty much exactly like she does in Path of Radiance, although her strength and her defense took a hit. Now they don't grow nearly as much. And that's going to be a problem for Nephenee, because she needs the strength and defense to live. Otherwise, enemies are going to pelt her fast. Fortunately, she does have a lot of availability on her side, so she's going to grow fast. And she'll end up being a real powerhouse if you do decide to use her. As for me, I just don't like her. Haha, disarm her. I mean, I think she's an okay person character-wise, But I just can't stick with all her hype that she gets. I mean, I'd much rather use Aaron. To be frankly honest with you, I'd much rather use Aaron because, well, he actually has something I'd like to call defense. That's my 2 cents. I just think Nephenee is a little bit overrated in my opinion. But she is pretty good for what she's worth. Now we have Heather. She's a level 7 rogue who decided to pop in like, hi. She's not much. She's got pass. And her stats are pretty, okay for a rogue, I guess. I'm sorry, but Soth beats her out in pretty much every aspect except availability. Go figure. Like, when I want to steal stuff, I want to be able to steal stuff and not have my strength be an impeding factor because of it. And Heather lacks strength. Oh, you can get her to join your side if you talk to her with Brom or Nephenee, but be quick! She will leave after a certain number of turns. Alright, I seriously need to hurry and hope she doesn't move too far. Goodbye. You've just been bromoned. That was bad and in poor taste. I suppose I should get this village while I'm here.
What? People are fighting outside? That doesn't make any sense. If anyone want to get hurt, wait, you should take this. It's the kind of medicine we make. Oh, I hope Sis is alright.
We can get a concoction. Thank you. Lol. Also, we're gonna talk about the ally battle theme. Ow. It's called On Glory's Wings. I don't like it that much. I mean, it's an okay battle theme. It's just not for me. All the Crimean Royal Knights have this battle theme. Will you stop running? Heather, you're an idiot. Uh-oh, bandits! Fortunately for us, the bandits prioritize attacking nearby units as opposed to, well, disarm, as opposed to ransacking the villages. Alright, looks like it's up to Brom to set things right. Alright, you out of my way!
Yeah.
Ow!
Yeah.
My ribs! You? I mean, seriously, the Steel Great Lance weighs 18, and Neph only has 15 strength. An Iron Great Lance would serve her much better. It's still powerful, and it complements her 20 base attack speed and 20 base speed. She'd at least have 20 AS. Caught you. Ow. Talk. Hey. Hey, pay attention. Ah, heck, oh, ain't shouting at a deaf girl. Can you hear me?
Knock it off already. What do you want, you old heck?
Oh, sorry about that. They call me Brom, by the way. How about you?
Excuse me? You trying to get lucky or something? Give it up, you smelly pig farmer. There's no way I'm having anything to do with you.
No, it's nothing like that at all. I got myself a darling wife and old past little kids, and I love them to death.
So, what do you want?
See, I believe I just went and stole some from one of the youngsters in the village. You did quite a job at it, I might add.
Were you watching?
Now, hold on a spell. I ain't preaching at you. I'm not gonna turn you in or nothing. I was just thinking that maybe you could lend me a hand.
A hand with what?
Well, me and, you see that girl over there with the long hair? We're having a bit of a tussle with some of the young folk in the village. They picked a fight. We don't want anyone getting hurt. I just thought maybe you could borrow some of the weapons so we don't have to fight at all.
Huh. So that girl is a friend of yours?
Friend ain't exactly the right word. Nephenee, we fought together during the war. We were kind of neighbors, so we hit it off. During the war, neither of us knew much about fighting, so we helped each other out.
Alright, I'll help.
Whew, that's great. That's just swell of you.
Hey, I couldn't care less about you, but I just can't sit back when a girl's in trouble. Okay, let's go. We can't leave Nephenee waiting.
Hey, hold up. Just wait a tick. What's your name?
Heather, but as for you, Hasty, don't forget the Miss. Got it?
Miss Heather, then. Alrighty. By the way, could you maybe slow down a touch? There we get Heather. Whoa. I'm sorry, I'm just not particularly fond of Heather. At all. I mean, she's an okay unit, I guess. And at least she's very pretty. I'm a sucker for hot blondes. But I just don't like her that much. Caught you. Where are you, Sybil Bandit? By the way, this is the last map the bandit class actually appears in. Thank God! Alright, time to get up here and knock this guy a whole peg. Stop your chest beating contest and die already. Haha, you got disarmed. Now I wish I didn't move Heather first, but that would have been possible to use as an attack with Brom. Ah, who the hell cares? Could you die, please? I'd be very appreciative if you did. Thank you, most kind. Now you lose. Nope. Another one. And a two. This is his house. There was a bizarre man who came through here. He was talking about revolution and stuff. Left this. I'm telling you, I've had a belly for this war business. I don't want this thing anywhere near me. Toss it, sell it, I don't care what you do with it. Just get it out of my house. It's all yours. Let me get a javelin. Thank you. Animations now are on map. And bonk. Because axes go bonk when we say so. Is it?
What? People are fighting outside? That doesn't make any sense. If anyone get hurt, we gotta do something. Oh, I hope Sis is alright.
Let me get an Asher icon. Pretty sweet item. Except not really. Go over here, Neph. Actually, she's fine for healing. Lone Priest doing absolutely nothing but being an empty wall. It's apparent that apparently Nephenee is the leader of this whole army, this three-man army. Nope. Dink. Nope. Ah. Dead. Fire Emblem promoting attacks on the clergy. One game at a time. Use the herb again. That's the doorbell. Knowing my sister, she's probably going to ask me to come and get it any moment now.